Hi, my dear lovely students. How are you doing? Welcome to today's session. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're fit and fine. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. I hope you're wearing your warm jackets properly. It's a time where you might get sick, and that we wouldn't at all want. So please take good care of yourself. Welcome to the session. Winter is here, so is the spirit of Christmas, and we are continuing with a very special Christmas vocabulary series. And today the letter is N. So Santa is carrying a lot of words in his bag, which are Christmas special words that begin with letter N. Before we start, could I please request you to use the share button and invite your friends for our wonderful Fundoo classes where we do fun and learning together, right? Isn't it such an exciting combination, fun and learning going hand in hand? And that's what Fundoo classes aim at, that students should learn in an interesting way. Learning should be fun. So please do invite your friends. Hi to everybody who has just joined. Welcome to the session. So good to have you. So heartening to welcome you all. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the session. So let's get started. So thank you, Santa, for bringing in so many words in your bag, which are starting with letter N. I'm sure we are going to have great fun in looking at those particular words, right? So when there are vocabulary sessions, Santa intends to bring us words as gifts, right? So we should thank God and we should thank Santa for gifting us beautiful vocabulary. Before we commence, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Juhi Narula. I have 12 years of experience in training students for various competitive exams. I also happen to be a life skills coach and a content creator. I've done my bachelor's in technology and master's in business administration. So let's get started. Hi to everybody who has just joined, and thank you so much for being a part of the session. Could I please request you to use the share button and invite all your friends for our wonderful Fundoo class so that we do fun and learning together? The more the merrier. So we are going to start with a very special Christmas series. So we will have huge fun if we have a lot of students attending the class, right? So please do invite your friends so that we can have an exciting brainstorming session, right? So let's get started with the first word. So there is this little character, and he is having what is he having? He's having something to eat. When we talk about Christmas, I can only think of food and happiness and fun and Christmas tree and decorations and light. So I can see that there is a powder and then there's a whole fruit. So what is that? What it can be that starts with letter N? So let's think, what can that particular word be? So that word is nutmeg. So nutmeg is a spice. This is found in many kitchens worldwide, and it's warm nutty flavor. So it's got a nutty flavor which pairs well with many foods. You can add this sort of spice even in cakes, and you can add this in biryani also. It's a very popular ingredient, and I'm sure in your mother's kitchen you must be having nutmeg. So just in the break, go and check, is your mother having nutmeg in her kitchen, and ask her that in what all recipes she uses this particular spice. So I'm sure you're clear. This is a name of a spice. It's a very popular spice, and the best part is that the flavor the spice has got. It can be added either in a sweet dish, or it can be added in any dish which is Indian. So any curry dish specifically. All right. So what are we going to do? We are going to make a beautiful sentence on this interesting word nutmeg. So the cake with nutmeg was an instant hit in the party. Like I said, the flavor is very tempting and it can be used in any type of a dish. So why don't you use this word in one of the sentences? Everybody make a beautiful sentence on this word nutmeg, which is a name of a spice, which we add in cakes also, we add in biryanis also, we add in a lot of recipes. Great, great, great. Wonderful, wonderful. So good to have such lovely sentences coming. Kudos to you. Job very well done. Let's move to the next word. So, what's the next word? Okay, so this is a pretty dress. Somebody has bought this dress for Christmas party, I believe. So, what can be the word that starts with N and which is associated with dress? Let's find out. Natty, so trim and smart in appearance or dress. So any dress which is smart, which is appropriate, which is, you know, dandy, which creates an impression, we call it natty. Okay. So the model wore a natty jumper down the runway, donned with few bangles. So don means wearing a lot of bangles and a stylish bomber jacket. So bomber jacket is a type of jacket. The girls might be knowing it, right? So it's a style, the way it's a style of a jacket. And the natty jumper looked wonderful when the model wore it on the runway. So there was a ramp in which models walked to showcase the dresses the dress designers create to exhibit the dresses. So the dress was natty. The model wore a natty jumper. So it's pointing out the dress to be smart in appearance or natty. Right? Interesting. So do let me know what are the natty dresses you're going to wear for your Christmas parties. Before that, make a beautiful sentence on this lovely word, natty. Everybody, please do that. Great, great, wonderful, wonderful. Let's have more sentences coming. Great, great, very nice. Glad to know that. Wonderful, wonderful. Kudos to you. Job very well done. We have some lovely sentences coming our way, and I'm really elated to read the sentences. Let's move to the next word. Okay, so there's a crown. Crown means something which is associated with goodness, with nobility, right? So the word is nobility, which means decency or goodness. And the sentence would be nobility in the behavior of Rachel was extremely heartwarming. So the decency, the goodness, we say noble blood, royal blood. So when we talk about royalty, the impression that comes is of goodness, right? So of decency, of magnificence. So that's how you use it. So a lot of good virtues that you exhibit in your behavior, then we'll say that your behavior is reflecting nobility, goodness, right? We usually say that's a noble cause, right? So if you're doing some charity, we'll say you're doing the charity for a noble cause, for a noble reason. Maybe there's a kid who's suffering from a life-threatening disease, and instead of spending your pocket money to bring cakes or to party, you would want to donate. So you have done the charity for a good cause, for a noble cause. So that's how we use the word noble or nobility is associated with goodness, right? So, like I said, when we create the Christmas series, we usually see the words to be positive, happy, hearty. So that's the best part of this particular series that we are having. So I'm sure you're learning the words, and I'm sure you're enjoying to be a part of such sessions. So if you are, that's very heartening to know. Please do, make the videos on regular basis, do the homeworks that keeps you in the rhythm, that keeps you more involved, that keeps you more engaged, that helps you learn better, right? That helps you become more confident, that hones your communication skills, that hones your interpersonal skills, that hones your verbal ability skills, that helps you get good command over the words. So do the activities given to you, and that helps us know you better, right? So make a beautiful sentence on the word nobility, and then we are going to move to the next word for the day. So the word is nobility, which means decency or goodness. So one sample statement I've created for you. I'm sure you must have got an idea how to use the word. You must have understood. Now, if you have, please go ahead and make a beautiful sentence on nobility. Great, wonderful. So we have some lovely sentences coming, and that's very heartening to know. Very good. Kudos to you. Let's move to the next word. Okay, so we can see this is basically a manger, and there's a little boy in the manger. So Santa is also there, and the Christmas theme is also there. So the word that we call is nativity. So nativity, native means where do you belong? So usually people might ask you that what is your native place? So I'll say my native place is Jaipur. So if you talk about nativity, that means belongingness or the place of birth. So in Christian tradition, a nativity scene, also known as a manger. Manger is where Jesus Christ was born, right? So the special exhibition. So it's a sort of a jhanki that you call in Hindi. So if you visit temple during Janmashtami, they exhibit a scene where Lord Krishna is being carried on the shoulders when it's raining heavily. So such scenes are created, right, to get the picture of that particular, to create an episode or of that particular situation. So it's a similar sort of a thing. So the manger scene is created. Manger is where horses stay. So Jesus Christ was born in the manger. Mother Mary is the mother of Lord Jesus. She gave birth to Jesus Christ in the manger. So that scene is created, reflected. So there are objects that represent the birth of Jesus. Maybe they will keep a small doll reflecting a baby Jesus, or a lady figure who's representing Mother Mary. So this way, you create a small scene or an exhibition, and we call it nativity. Okay, so again, a very specific. Native in general is belongingness, and when we talk about nativity in terms of Christmas season, this is what this word means. So these are objects representing the birth of Jesus, right? Interesting, isn't it? So we are learning so many interesting things. We are learning the names of so many spices. We are learning the name of so many Christmas related terminology, right? So many specific foods that are served in Christmas parties. So I'm sure your vocabulary and awareness is getting better every passing day and with every passing video. So generally also I've told you the usage. So I'll say my native place is Jaipur. So that's where you belong to, where you're associated, or that's what your birthplace is. So I hope you're clear with the meaning of the word. Now you can make a beautiful sentence on this word before we progress further. Everybody please do that, so that we are clear with the understanding, and that's very very important, right? So make sentences, and try to use it. So I always advise my students that whenever you're finding the words, what you can do is, if you're learning the words, you can make a lot of sentences on the daily basis also. So if you're learning the word nutmeg, then try to use it 3 4 times in a day. Or nobility, try to use it in sentences, right, when you're communicating with your siblings or with your teacher or with your friends or with your parents. Try to inculcate the words in day-to-day conversation, so then it would not be a task to remember them, because you're already using. And if you use it 4 5 times, the word will be always with you. You're never going to forget that, right? So that's the objective also of asking you to make sentences, so that the usage increases, understanding increases, right? So I hope you're clear with the word nativity, and let's move to the next word now. Okay, so there's a soldier that I can see, and the soldier is carrying a sword. So what is this word? So this word is nutcracker. Interesting, isn't it? So nutcrackers are also known as Christmas nutcrackers. These are specific dolls, decorative figurines. Figurines is also one word that we have learned before. So figurines are small dolls, and these the nutcracker dolls resemble a toy soldier. So this is also very commonly seen in the manger scenes, or in the nativity and during the Christmas decoration celebration. So such the dress this toy soldier is wearing, that's very common to the dress of the royal soldiers. So the kings and queens of Britain, if you've seen some videos of Queen Elizabeth, so at times if there is any ceremony, you will be seeing that soldiers are dressed the way this figurine is. So from there the culture has come. So since the popular festival of Britain and other such areas, and Queen Elizabeth, or the Britishers ruled a major part of the world, so that's how the impression has come in Christmas scenes also. So I'm sure you're clear with the word nutcracker. So, if you are clear, just make a quick, easy sentence, so that the word stays with you. It's important to, make quick sentences. Maybe a statement as simple as that nutcracker dolls were bought by my aunt to decorate her house during Christmas. Just a simple sentence, right? Simple, easy sentences so that the word stays with you, right? So I hope you're clear with the 5 words that we have learned so far, and it's time to take some rest, do some jumping jacks, or meditate, or have a glass of water, or have some dry fruits, eat some chicky that's very healthy, and you should eat a lot of, winter related food, a lot of green vegetables, because, this particular season is meant to eat healthy, stay healthy. So if you eat chicky, or if you eat such healthy food, that will bring in a lot of energy. And there's at times we do feel lethargic, isn't it? So winters are meant to be cozy in the beds. At times we don't want to leave our quilts and blankets, and you want to, just enjoy being in the bed. But if you have proper nutritious food, then you'll feel to go out, and you'll be revitalized, and you'll have a lot of energy. So everybody, please quickly take a good break, eat something very healthy, and come back. Right, I'll give you a quick 1 minute, take a break, and join us back so that we can learn the remaining words for the day. Everybody, please do that. Great, 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 great. Wonderful. Those who are, you are not going, you can simply, make hand gestures like this. We call it Gyan Mudra, and close your eyes and just take some deep breaths so that you relax your mind. And in case if you're not feeling tired at all, then you can write the words that we have learned so far. You can make flashcards. You can revise the words that we have learned in the previous session, right? Or you can make some sentences, or you can make some interesting video, and you can put it on our Fundoo mobile app so that we can go and watch the lovely videos post the session, right? So you can do a lot of things in this little break, right? So I've given you so many ideas. You can do whatever your heart says you to do, right? Great, great. So we are seeing some students are coming back. We'll wait for a few more seconds so that everybody joins us back, and then we can proceed further with the session. Great, great, wonderful, wonderful. So heartening to know. So let's get into the rhythm, and let's continue with our series. So yeah, this is a heart, and the heart is smiling. Okay, so what can the word be? Just think of it. The word is nostalgia. So nostalgia is an affectionate feeling. That's a very warm feeling you have for the past, especially for a particular happy time. So, like for us, nostalgia would be thinking about our school days, or thinking about our college days, or thinking about the days. For me, especially, it's very close to my heart when I think about going to my grandma's place to spend my summer vacation. So that brings in nostalgia. So these are memories which are positive ones. You think of the past, and you have a smile on your face, and you wonder what amazing and beautiful time it was. So that's particularly nostalgia. So I get nostalgic when I think about visiting my grandparents' house, or I get nostalgia when I think about my school days, or I get a feeling of nostalgia, when I was in my college. So however, whatever emotion is very strong that you can think of, especially associated with the past, that brings in positive feelings, right? Especially the particular happy time, the time we used to spend together as cousins, and we used to play with the dolls. We used to go outside and have our ice creams. Our uncle used to take us, and we used to, all hang on the little on one scooter, 4 5 kids on a scooter, and going to have ice creams. And then that was so much of fun to have choco bar or softie with strawberry flavor. All this is nostalgia, right? Whatever you can think of, it is a memory of past, and that brings in happy emotions, an affectionate feeling. That's nostalgia. So I hope you're clear with the word. I've explained you in detail. So he might be influenced by nostalgia for his happy youth. So youth is a time where everybody is cheerful, positive, lot of interesting activities are done, lot of interesting involvements are there. So that's how there can be any fellow who might have been influenced by the nostalgia of his youth. Right, so everybody, now you can make a beautiful sentence on this word nostalgia so that you retain it better. Everybody, please start doing it. Make a beautiful sentence on the word nostalgia. I hope the usage and the meaning is absolutely clear to you. In case there is any doubt, please feel free to put it in the chat section. Please keep asking. There's a very famous quote by Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs is the founder of the brand Apple, right? The great Apple. So he used to say, stay hungry and stay foolish. So it's always wise to ask your doubts, be very inquisitive, because at that point of time, if you hesitate, then that doubt will remain with you. So even if you have got slightest of the doubt, you have this feeling that this is a silly doubt, I would not want to ask that. Don't stop yourself. Even if it's a silly doubt, a doubt is a doubt, and we don't categorize doubts. So this is a silly doubt, it's an intelligent doubt. Okay. So please go ahead and ask your questions in the chat section, so that you leave the class with confidence, clarity, better approach, right? So we have some positive sentences coming on the word nostalgia, and that's great to read such positive sentences. And we human beings are very emotional, so we are emotional beings. We are having strong feelings. So nostalgia is definitely one emotion which I think I've seen in everybody. There are hardly any people who would not have some deep sense of emotion to a particular place, to a particular occasion, to some memory, to some person. And that's how love grows, affection grows, and we would want to give the same warmth and same feeling to some other person in our lives, right? So I hope we are clear with the word nostalgia. It's time to move to the next word. Okay, so there's this little girl who's very happy, and we are very happy to see her that happy. What can that word be? Nibbling. So you have heard of this term sibling, right? Nibbling must be new to so many of you. Sibling, your own brothers and sisters. And nibbling is a child of one sister or brother. So if my brother's daughter is there, she's nibbling. Okay. And my daughter is a nibbling to my son, right? So a child of one sister or brother, a nephew or a niece. So my nibblings were coming for Christmas celebration. So what is the speciality of this Christmas time? That families come together to celebrate, right? So nibblings come, cousins come, nephews come, nieces come, and everybody gathers together to celebrate joy, to celebrate Christmas, New Year's, or the vacation time. So that's how we use the word nibbling. So interesting, right? So learning so many beautiful words. Sibling, I'm sure you must have encountered. Nibbling must be new to many of you, right? So let me know how many of you have used this word before. If yes, I'll be very pleasantly surprised. Kudos to you. And if you have learned this new word, how did you find this word? Isn't it such a cute, sweet word, nibbling? So everybody please make a beautiful sentence on this word before we move to the next word. Everybody start doing it. The word is nibbling. So nibbling is a child of one sister or brother. Okay. Great, great, wonderful. So we have some lovely sentences coming. You have absolutely understood the usage of the word, and you made some phenomenal sentences. Kudos to you. A pat on your back. Job very well done. Now let's move to the next word. So the next word, okay, so snowman. So, and the face looks little sad. That means very cold. That's what I can gather. So let's see what is the word. The word is nippy. Nippy means something which is very cold, chilling. So these days it is actually nippy. It's very chilling. It's cold. So especially in NCR, northern part of the country, it's absolutely very difficult to go outside because the weather is really bad. It's very cold. So if the weather is nippy, it's rather cold, very cold. So nippy, when we use the term, if you want to convey the feeling that it is chilling, it is extremely cold, the winters are severe, the winters are harsh. At times the weather is nippy because there has been heavy rainfall in the mountains, so the cold wind blows down to the plains. So that's what we mean by this word nippy. But the Christmas season is supposed to be nippy, but with our warm spirits, we make the season go warm and full of merriment. So use this word in a sentence so that we retain the word for a longer period of time. So everybody please use the term nippy in one of the sentences. Everybody, I'm waiting for you to make some sentences, and then we will move to the next word. So everybody please do that. Make a sentence on the word nippy. and list down the words that you have learned so far. So use your pencils, use your scratch papers, and always keep a notebook handy so that you know the words are always with you. The retention becomes better. Otherwise, if you not keep a notebook and you just try to retain the words orally, there's a high possibility that you'll forget words. So just to note down the words, you should always have a pen and paper with you. I mean, keep a proper notebook that is assigned for vocabulary development, right? So that there is a track of all the words that you have learned so far in one place. So there are students who must be, you know, feeling more comfortable to use the laptop. So if you feel that you're creating an Excel sheet or you're creating a Word document to write the meanings, even that's fine, but just try to upload that particular page on the drive so that even if something happens to the system, God forbid, you have the list intact with you, right? And if you put it on Google, you know, Drive, then you can access the list from anywhere. So that's again an added advantage, right? So, however, sort you know, sort of noting down makes you comfortable. You can use your pens and papers if you're a conventional student, and if you're tech savvy, and if you feel putting it on your tablet, on your phone, or you know, laptop that makes you more comfortable, you can definitely do that, right? So let's move to the next word. So the happy owl. So what do we get from this word owl? Nocturnal. So owls are active at night. I'm sure everybody knows that, right? So if we do get, you know, it used to happen to me that if you used to be awake for a, you know, awake. Used to stay awake for the entire night. My mother used to call me, "Are you an owl that you're awake?" So yeah, so it's nocturnal, done occurring or active at night. So you can relate very well with the image of an owl. So most owls are nocturnal. They stay active at night. They sleep the entire day. So there can be certain nocturnal people who feel more energetic. In fact, I've seen students, they feel more active during the nights. They can concentrate better. They find it difficult to get up early morning. Whatever sort of person you are, you can be nocturnal or you can be, you know, active during the day. That's your choice. That's how your body functions, right? So make a beautiful sentence on this word nocturnal, and then we can move to the next word. That's such a beautiful owl, isn't it? So I'm really liking the picture. Are you liking it too? This is such a cute picture inserted in the PPT. Yay, so Merry Christmas. So what is that word that starts with N that tells us Merry Christmas? Let's see. Noel. So the first records of the word Noel in English comes from the early 1800s. It comes from French Noel, the French way of saying Merry Christmas. So if you are in France and you want to wish somebody Merry Christmas, you're going to say Noel. Okay, so it's a special term coined to wish Merry Christmas, and the usage was seen in early 1800s. It comes from the French word, and this is a way of saying Merry Christmas. So Noel, right? So we have also learned one word that starts with F. So that's your homework to find out. This is a Spanish term that we have learned in the previous video. So if you know the answer, you can put it in the comment section. Otherwise, I give you this as an assignment. Find out that what was one term. So Noel is one, Merry Christmas is second, and this was also one term that we learned when we were doing the words related with letter F, where we learned one way to say Merry Christmas, which is of course different than these two. So find out that particular term and let me know. Okay. So that brings us to an end of the class. So what are you going to do? You are going to create a list of more such Christmas words and share on our Fundoo Class mobile app, on our Facebook group and Instagram. And while you do so, please don't forget to use the tag hashtag Fundoo Class Live, right? I am superly excited to watch your videos, and you can follow me on our Fundoo Class mobile app. Do leave some encouraging comments and let me know how did you find the videos, what else would you want me to incorporate, and how are you going to retain the words. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, see your videos, to comment on them, right? And don't forget that verbal or any other skill set can only be developed if you're regular, if you are consistent in the effort. So consistency will come when you'll make a conscious effort, when you be aware that okay, every day I have to make a routine to invest 5 minutes to learn the words. If you'll show that commitment, if you'll show that honesty, if you will show that willpower, then definitely you will see very positive results coming your way. And that's what is expected, right? Every effort that we do, the effort should be in the right direction and should ensure that it brings the best in us. It brings it helps to make us a better person, right? So I hope you liked the session. So please keep working hard, keep practicing, stay blessed, take good care of yourself. All the best. Bye bye.